Take a look at this deck, a split angle deck. This is a new board by Acedeck, the Nomad N3. The Nomad N3 is selling at $1,899, and there is an elite version with a bigger battery selling at $2,199. The Acedeck Nomad series seems to be less talked about than Acedeck's own Nyx series. My guess is that's because the Nomad, on the first brush, looks like just another AT board in a very crowded market. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. When we took a closer look, we realized the Nomad N3 is probably the most unique AT board in the market right now. As per usual, let's walk through the specs of this beauty. Starting with the deck, Nomad is the only production e-skate that we know of with a split-angle deck. We just love to have something different than a typical double drop deck, which everybody else is going with right now. With the split-angle deck, the front of the deck angles upwards to increase steering ability, and the back of the deck curves downwards to increase stability. People seem to really love the Nomad N1 for its deck, and we wonder why we didn't see more boards in the market using split-angle decks. The deck material is a multi-layer composite of carbon fiber, maple, fiberglass, and bamboo. It's a rather wide deck, wider than the previous Nomad N1. It also has a nice W concave on it, and we were told that it is less pronounced than the previous N1 to make it more comfortable to stand on. The deck is pretty stiff as a typical carbon fiber deck. It uses foam-layered grip tape that gives it a more serious and purposeful look. Acedeck also included the N1 version of grip tape in the box, in case that suits your taste better. There are also accent lights on the front and side of the deck that blink when you brake, which can be turned on and off using the remote. As for the ESC, the Nomad N3 is paired with a 14S custom ESC, which, if we have to guess, was based on the tried and true Hobbywing ESC. It comes with 4 speed settings and a smart turn-on feature. It's paired with an Acedeck customized remote with a screen for telemetry, where the board power, top speed, acceleration curve, braking, and even the lights under the deck can be customized through the remote menu. Moving on to the battery, you can choose between the standard version, which is powered by a 1,305 Wh 14S6P Molicel P42A, or the Elite version, which is powered by a 1,554 Wh 14S6P Samsung battery, which is almost twice the battery capacity of the Nomad N1. The standard version is marketed to have a range of up to 43 miles, or 70 kilometers, and the Elite version is touted to have 55 miles, or 90 kilometers of range. It took us a long while to complete the range test, and we got 41 miles or 66 kilometers riding pretty fast. Powering this Nomad N3 is a gear drive system similar to the one on the Nyx Z3. Similarly, the gear ratio is 1:4. From our time with the Nyx Z3, we already know that they are powerful and have amazing torque. It's also not too loud. Take a listen. It's also worth mentioning that this new gear drive system is about 30% more compact, which translates to higher ground clearance, especially when compared to some belt drives. We like gear drive systems better than belt drive systems, as there's no need for belt maintenance. Also, since this drive system is completely enclosed, it's protected from dust and debris, which means stress-free off-road riding. Gear drives are also more efficient in terms of power delivery, so they tend to get more mileage from the battery. The Nomad N3 is marketed to have a top speed of 37 miles per hour or 60 kilometers per hour, which is higher than boards like the Propel Endeavors 2 Pro or the Meepo Vader. We managed to hit a speed of 34 mph or 55 kph in our top speed test, but some other reviewers have gotten 36 miles per hour or 58 kilometers per hour, and you can increase the top speed further by switching to 8-inch tires. Let's move on to the trucks. The Nomad N3 uses precision TKP trucks, which are marketed to have the turning radius of a double kingpin truck combined with the traditional kingpin truck stability. They also redesigned the bridge angles and hanger, which are CNC machined, and the axles are still 10mm for improved durability. We also like the bull bar protection system, which gives the board a distinct, almost military look. You could use it to ram into others during battle, and during peacetime it doubles as a handle for you to pull this heavy board around. The Nomad N3 comes pre-installed with 92A bushings, which are pretty soft. If the truck feels too soft for you, you can always swap it for the stiffer 98A bushings. Acedeck also includes thicker bushing cups, which can give you an even stiffer setup. It's also good to note that the wheel hubs are also CNC machined, much unlike regular plastic hubs you'd see on the market. There is also an 1100 lumen integrated light system in the works. Acedeck always builds their boards beautifully, and this machine radiates a premium feel. What's surprising for us is that if you look around the market, $1,899 usually gets you a board with a 14S4P battery or less. So, despite presumably spending a good amount of money on R&D and using exclusively high-quality parts, the Nomad N3 still undercuts competitors on price. On paper, it's an amazing value for the price. But let's take it to the streets and see how it performs. One of the first things that we notice when riding the Nomad N3 is how nimble it is, which is surprising considering that this is a heavy board. The split deck system plus this new TKP truck really works. It's really responsive and easy to turn. Might even be a bit too loose right out of the box. We tightened it up a little to make it just right for us. With this split deck system, the front truck is responsive and has the turning radius of double kingpin trucks, yet it feels more stable than your average double kingpin truck. The carving was really fun on the Nomad N3 too, which is not a small feat for a 44.3-pound board with AT wheels. A lot more fun than other big AT boards for sure. And it didn't sacrifice stability either. Having a split-angled deck also means the back trucks of the board are stable, and hence won't give you speed wobble. We feel very comfortable going top speed with it. The W concave also makes our feet feel secure. The Nomad N3 has the same motors and likely the same ESC as the Nix Z3, and the speed control, torque, and power are very similar. The torque on the Nomad N3 is super strong, and you'll feel the high-voltage system in action. The acceleration is quick and punchy, and can effortlessly get you to the top speed. Acedeck did a beautiful job configuring the speed control. And even though the acceleration is rapid and strong, it wasn't harsh and didn't have the jolt that many boards with Ling-E ESC might have. The braking is equally smooth, but strong, and those who like strong brakes will definitely be happy about this. Another thing about the Nomad N3 is that it keeps the road vibrations to a minimum. Despite having a stiff deck, the big all-terrain wheels and foam grip tape took away most, if not all, of the vibrations. To us, the Acedeck Nomad N3 is like a sport SUV. It is mainly for urban commuting or even racing, but it can certainly handle some off-road riding. The thing we love most about it is definitely how nimble it is, making it possible to ride on sidewalks or amongst foot traffic. You could hardly find another board that has this blend of power, comfort, stability, and responsiveness. Just like you can hardly find a board this well built, well spec'd, for only $1,899. Our only regret here is that we already made the video for the best electric skateboard of the year, and it's too late to put this one in.
As always, if you are looking to buy Acedeck or actually any e-skate, be sure to use our affiliated discount code with the link below. It will help you get a small monetary discount and helps us out too. You'll also be tagged as an Electric Skateboard HQ customer and probably be treated better. Ride safe, guys.